Hello, welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Kee. We are live yet again for another big European night of football. We were live last night, obviously, in the Champions League for Shelbourne against Linfield. Now we are in the UEFA Europa Conference League, and it's Kauno Zalgiris, third place in the Lithuanian League, gets you into the first round of the Europa Conference League qualifiers. And they're playing Penybont from Wales, from the I think are they runners up? Were they runners up last year, Penybont? I'm sure they were runners up. But yeah, that's the game tonight. It's being held in it's a different stadium. It's not in Kauno Zalgiris' home stadium. Zalgiris, by the way, there's a couple of Zalgirises in Lithuania. The most successful team, arguably, in the Lithuanian League is Zalgiris, but they are from Vilnius, which is the capital. Kauno Zalgiris is based elsewhere. Kauno Zalgiris is a different side, albeit very, very similarly named. So yeah, Kauno Zalgiris, they are currently top of the Lithuanian League, by the way. They are top. They're based in Kaunas, not in Vilnius, as Zalgiris Vilnius are. So it's all confusing. It's all very, very confusing. I remember Liverpool playing a team called HB or FBK Kaunas, I think it was, back in the Champions League second round many, many moons ago. So I'm somewhat familiar with the Lithuanian League. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. It's European football. There's not really an awful lot to say about it. It's live in about 20 minutes time. We will go through all of the lineups and everything. We'll talk through all the lineups. Couple of big changes for Penybont tonight. Venables, the star centre forward, the veteran centre forward up front. I really thought he would be getting a game, but he's been out injured for a while. Sadly, not back tonight. 39 years of age, Venables. So it's not him up front. I'll go through the lineup shortly. Couple of changes. Obviously, if you're a close fan of Penybont, I apologise. That would have been obvious news that Venables isn't playing because he hasn't played since April. But to your more casual fans and first-time watchers, maybe, I'm just letting everyone know. But yeah, a massive, massive thank you to everyone that has already tuned in. And a big, big thank you, as always, to Match Bingo. Match Bingo continuing to sponsor Premier League Dad and all of our lives for the upcoming season. If you haven't yet, please do go and download the Match Bingo app. You can go and download the Match Bingo app right now by clicking the QR code or scanning the QR code, which will be on screen in just a moment, or by going into my description and clicking the link in my bio, in my description on YouTube, on Twitch, wherever it is you're watching this, on X, on TikTok, on Instagram, Facebook, wherever it might be. Wherever you're watching this, go and scan the QR code or click the link, and if you do go and set up your account, deposit £5, you get £10 free to buy a bingo card for a game like this one, right? Bingo cards cost you about £2. There's £250 to be won every single game. And the way that it works, basically, Match Bingo is a wonderful fusion, a creative. I think it's brilliant. It's a slightly different approach to betting on the football, right? But go and check it out. Go and let me know what you think. Let me know. Try it out for yourself. No pressure. But obviously, if you do, and you do go and do it via my special link, you deposit £5, you'll get £10 free. So can't say further than that. Try it out, see how many winners you get. You get prizes for a line, prizes for 2 lines, and prizes for a full house on Match Bingo. The way that it works is you get a bingo card for a game like this one, and it will have 15 random events on it that can take place during the game. It'll say things like free kick to Zalgiris, corner to Penybont. It will say these different things, and as they happen during the game, you'll see them marked off on your bingo card. And again, prizes for a line, prizes for 2 lines, prizes for a full house. There's over £250,000 in prize money already paid out, my Match Bingo, to over 10,000 players across the UK. And it is growing incredibly, incredibly quickly. Go and check them out. Go and download the app. And a big, big thank you again to Match Bingo for continuing to sponsor the channel. And with that said, let's get live everywhere else. We're 15 minutes away. 15 minutes from kickoff. I'm kind of intrigued to see how we're getting on in this one. The Conference League, there's a lot of Conference League games on tonight. A couple of Europa League ones to be aware of as well. Shakhtar playing tonight. Cluj playing tonight. Sheriff Tiraspol playing tonight. Legia Warsaw playing tonight. Quite a few prominent teams that you'll be aware of playing tonight in the Europa League and the Conference League. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing various teams across Europe, and it's just isn't it just good to have European club footy back, and we're not having to deal with this absolute nonsense, this FIFA Club World Cup. On your bike. United forever. How's it going? What game are you doing today, Kee? I am doing Kauno Zalgiris against Penybont in the UEFA Conference first round of qualifying. So it's a European game, the Europa Conference League, or the conference. They've dropped the Europa now, haven't they? Is it actually just the Conference League, or is it the Europa Conference League? I really should know this. You know, should be a lot more professional than this. Come on, Kee, step it up, lad. I thought it was still the UEFA Europa Conference League. No, it's just called the Conference League now. They've dropped it. It was called the Europa Conference League, though, wasn't it? Right, okay, well, we need to change that. Because it used to be the Europa Conference League. There you go. Yeah, introduced in 2021. It was rebranded in 24-25. So I must have missed that. I must have missed that memo last season. I missed it. Sam McNeil, how are you watching, mate? iPlayer. Yeah, you can watch it on iPlayer. You can watch it on S4C online. If you go to S4C online, the website, it's obviously the Welsh channel website. You can search S4C online, search Zalgiris against Penybont, and you can watch it on S4C. Yeah, it's free. It's broadcast free on the Welsh channel S4C. It's not on S4C on Sky, though, or Virgin, if you're looking for that. United forever. Is there really any point in watching the Club World Cup final? Not really. Not for me, anyway. I mean, look, obviously everyone's different. If anyone wants to watch it, more than welcome to. But I won't be watching it on this channel. Absolutely not. I am going to be watching the... I'm going to be watching the women's. Yeah, I'm going to be watching the England women's. England against Wales. It's England against Wales. On the same night, at the same time. Be yourself, Dylan. How's it going, Dylan? Good to see you. I'm off to Leeds tomorrow. Okay. What are you doing in Leeds? Anything interesting? Not been to Leeds in a long time. Oh, excuse me. I tell you what, you can tell it's summer because hay fever's all kicking in. Honestly, my nose is just dead itchy, like right at the edge of my nose. Dead itchy. United forever. Do you really see Chelsea putting up a fight in the final? Honestly, no. No, I don't. I really don't. I really don't. Chimey, how's it going? Good to see you, Chimey. Part of dance tour, and then end of July I'm off to London and then performing at the Edinburgh Fringe. Wow. The Edinburgh Fringe, bloody hell, mate. I am so jealous. That is so cool. That is so cool, mate. You've done so well. That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Really well done. That's so cool. Remember us, lowly people, when your stars flying high, mate. You're doing really well. Ben, Leeds, best night out. Well, I can't say I've ever been, really. Can't say I've ever been. Not my thing. To each their own, like, but I'm old and boring now. I'm old and boring. Yeah, Zalgiris played last night against Hamrun Spartans. Yeah. Called being a gimp. Called being a gimp. I don't know what you mean, mate. Be yourself, Dylan. Leeds is an old town. I've never been there before, though. I've been there. It's just not really. It's just not really my thing. Going out. Who doesn't go out? What? You're a gimp if you don't go out. Is that what you're trying to say? You're a gimp if you don't go out. All right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Sound. Hey, whatever, to each their own, man. Whatever works for you. Different strokes for different folks and all that. Not Brett May. Hello, how are you? Good to see you, man. I'm good. Yes, I am really, really good. Who do you support? Well, seeing as you've asked so nicely, I'm a Liverpool fan, mate. Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. Who do you support, more importantly? Man U. Yeah, that figures. Man I. No, try again. You got it right the first time, Chief. It was Man U. Right, well, we're 10 minutes or so. 10 minutes or so from kickoff. Best team in the land. What land? Salford. I mean, yeah, that's probably fair. Best team in Salford. Best team in Trafford. No world. Oh, sweet lord. B. McCarran, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Looking forward to a bit of footy. Looking forward to a bit of footy. Bro, Man U keep signing young players. Get some experience in, honestly. Well, have you seen the news today about Man United? Man United have... this is from Ben Jacobs as well. Ben Jacobs, this is wonderful. I'm really enjoying this period in Man United's history. It's wonderful to see. This is word for word what Ben Jacobs said. He said, Manchester United are not currently pursuing a deal for Wilfred Ndidi because of his high wages. An alternative is Brentford's Frank Onyeka, who is also being sought by Burnley. And I just think to myself, oh, this is actually real Manchester United news. Real Manchester United news is that they aren't getting Ndidi, not because he's shit at Leicester, but because they can't afford him. And instead they're looking at Frank Onyeka, who hasn't really pulled up any trees really for Brentford, and he's being targeted by Burnley. So it's a wonderful, wonderful time to not be a Manchester United fan. B. McCarran, defo that Madrid result yesterday makes me even more proud. We put 3 goals in one game past that PSG team. Who are you on about? Aston Villa, sorry. You put 3 goals past that PSG team. Well, I mean, you put it past them at a different point. But yeah, you did. You did. Brett, Man United will be back on top soon enough. We've heard that for a while. Sam McNeil, good to see you, mate. How's it going? Good to have you on YouTube. Good to have you on YouTube. Thank you for those that have come across to YouTube. It's much better. It is much better over there, I've got to say. Man United are a joke of a club now. Calvert-Lewin is going to Newcastle. I think Calvert-Lewin could end up going to Newcastle, but I still think Isak leaves first. I think Isak leaves. Ekatike maybe goes to Newcastle. I think there's still twists and turns there, you know. United forever. You can laugh all you want, just saying it's banter. I get it, but Cunha and Mbeumo will cook. I mean, it's kind of no good though, is it? It's kind of no good if ultimately they get smashed at the other end. I mean, that's another thing that's been confirmed today is that Onana's staying in goal. He's going to be number 1 next season. There's no new number 1 coming in. That's been confirmed now. So Amorim has decided that he can't really shift Onana. Onana's going to have to stay. So yeah, there you go. Oi, oi, oi. Right, come on, are we getting this going or what? They're just showing it. It's not quite kicked off yet. Obviously, they're not really showing a build up to this one. Onana will do all right next season, I hope. That's definitely finger in the air. Took Liverpool 30 years. It did, yeah. It took Liverpool 30. It took United even longer before that, didn't it? B. McCarran, Tottenham apparently want Morgan Gibbs-White. If they get Morgan Gibbs-White for 60 million quid, they have absolutely smashed it, haven't they? They have absolutely smashed it. 2 Prems. You say it like that's like that's a. What do you mean only 2 Prems? You've got no Prems. You got no Prems. 0 Prems for you. No. Yeah, well, yeah, 20 for us as well. 20 for us. See, is it? You're counting 20. How many Premier League titles have you won? You keep getting it wrong. You keep getting it wrong. You're just not very smart. You're not very smart. It's his 3rd season. Surely he's gained confidence. I don't think confidence is the issue with Onana. He's just not a good keeper. Brett May, how are you feeling with Liverpool's business? Strong favourites for the league, in my opinion. I can't see anyone other than Liverpool. Can't see anyone other than Liverpool winning it. Yeah. Just can't see it. City, very, very close behind, I would imagine. Depending on how Rodri adapts, how Reinders adapts. I mean, there's still maybe a full-back away. The right-back situation's off. Ederson, I think, is maybe as big of a problem as Onana is, or he's getting there. So, yeah. 13-2. Well, hang on a minute. What we've won in the last 2 years, you haven't won. You haven't won. What we won last year, you haven't won. Different Premier League title, you haven't won it. You haven't won it. It's been 31 years for Everton next season. Here's hoping we win something. Listen, there's trophies coming. There's silverware coming to the Hill Dickinson Arena, even if it's just in a pre-season game. No, I'm sure. Listen, Everton are going to get it, you know. Everton are going to get it. Plug walk Marco. United forever. We won 2 trophies in the last 2 years. It's true. You did, yeah. Just not Premier League titles. Not Premier League titles. Cunha coming. What about Cunha? Again, listen. United aren't moving. I absolutely guarantee you. I absolutely 110% guarantee you. 1,000,000% guarantee you. That United don't finish higher than 9th. 9th absolute max for Manchester United. If I'm wrong, I'll do whatever forfeit you decide. There's absolutely no way United finish higher than 9th. Mr. C, we've signed that Tierno Barry, but he's not proven in the Prem though. He was very, very difficultly. Well, he was very, very tough to play against in La Liga last year. He did really, really well. I think he's a David Moyes type of player. But what I will say is he was shocking in the Under-21s Championship for France. I was really looking forward to seeing him. This is before Everton, the move, even came on the radar. He was brilliant for Villarreal, and he was even good before that. If you go back to his time at like Bâle, he was fantastic. But he was so bad for the Under-21s. He missed like sitter after sitter after sitter. Brett May, Arsenal, if they get Gyökeres for second, you give Gyökeres far too much credit. Gyökeres is, for less of a better word, shite. B. McCarran, really hope this is a trophy season for us, Villa. Yeah, cups maybe. Yeah, cups, possibly. Not Brett May. Thoughts on Everton's new ground? It's a very boxy, generic trad brick stadium type Pro Evo stadium, out the box. I don't think it's got an awful lot of character, but Everton will bring their own unique spin on it, and obviously it's down by the waterfront. It's quite a cool location. I'm sure Everton will make it their own in time, But we've seen it with so many other teams in the past, haven't we, where they've moved to a new stadium and it's always been quite difficult for them to settle in. So there is that to think about. There is that. It's a German-style stadium. Yeah, well, there's that probably. Incredible General, how can you call Gyökeres shit? What the fuck? Well, have a look at his stats. It tells you everything you need to know. Everything you need to know. P. McCarran, what about the Europa League? I hope we push in that, especially with Emery. Yeah, absolutely a chance. Players are coming out here now. Players are coming out. Isaac, can I show you my football skills and you can tell me if I'm good or not? Nope. Ostermog, keep seeing links to this Giovanni Leone. Have you ever watched him? Never even heard of him, mate. Who is he? Who does he play for? United forever, no chance. The players have the mentality not to get relegated. I don't know. I mean, the mentality didn't really look an awful lot good last season, did it? Ben, look at his stats. Only has 97 goals in his last 101 domestic games. Yeah? Have a look at who he's playing against. Have a look at who he's playing against. 97 goals in his last 101 domestic games in the Portuguese Primeira Liga. Which puts him, by the way, he's doing about as well in the Portuguese Primeira Liga as the likes of Jonas and Bastos and Islam Slimani and even Hulk a little bit, all of them, all those fantastic, wonderful, world-class Champions League winning strikers, you know what I mean? Like that, those sorts of strikers, they all got about that same scoring rate in Portugal, so, Brett, what's your favourite ever football top? My favourite ever football top is the green Liverpool away kit from 1997, I think it was, 97, 98. I've got it just here off camera. It's like a green... It's a lovely, like, dark green colour with a white and blue sash. Very good. Retegui kind of just wasted his career by having his best season and going to Saudi at 25. Retegui will be back in 2 years. Maybe even 1 year. It's enough. It's enough. You've got to think of it like this, Jack. 1 year in Saudi for Retegui is 6 years of his career somewhere else. He's getting 6 times his salary tax-free. He can stay in Saudi for 2 years and it's like he's played 12 years of his career, right? And then he can finish in Saudi, get a move back and still be 27, still be in his prime. He could come back to Europe and still win loads of stuff. How cool is that? 2 years on 6 times your salary tax-free in Saudi. It's an absolute... That's why players like John Duran are going over there for 6 months. 6 months is enough. They're happy with it. 6 months, he's just pocketed like 9 million quid for 6 months. Tax-free. Serious. Absolutely serious stuff. Yeah, Carlsberg, that's the one, yeah. Carlsberg. Right, we're about to kick off here. We're about to kick off. Penybont about to get us underway. ZQXV, what match is it tonight? It is Penybont away at Kauno Zalgiris in the UEFA Conference League. And we're off and underway. We're off and underway. I'm going to change the kit. I'm going to change the kit because there's no way it's not that colour. It's more like that. It's like that colour more like, I'm going to say it's more like that. Yeah, needs a bit light, darker. Okay. So, let's go through the lineups very, very quickly while we are live and off and underway. I can put them up on the screen if anyone wants me to. So, for Zalgiris, it is Svedkauskas in goal, Bartraore, Toledava, Hernandez, Ayabosa at the back, Sergedas and Pavlovic in midfield with Chagadze, Benchaib, Urega, just sat behind the one single striker, which is Romualdas Janssonas, just 20 years of age, but very, very highly rated at Zalgiris. He's currently on a run of, I think, 11 in 19. At 20 years of age, 11 goals in 19 games is not bad at all for a young 20-year-old centre-forward. So he'll be using this as a platform to raise his profile. Ryan, who's playing, it's Kauno Zalgiris against Penybont in the UEFA Conference League. Long ball forward, up the pitch, cleared away by Penybont. Or rather, cleared away by Zalgiris. Penybont it was who put the ball into the box. B. McCarran might watch the Shakhtar one later. Shakhtar, is it Ilves Shakhtar are playing? Shakhtar will walk it. They'll absolutely walk it. Chimey, don't they pay taxes in Saudi? No, they don't. They don't. And to be honest, the vast majority of players playing in Saudi, certainly the ones who are maybe used to westernized culture, is that they end up living in Bahrain. They don't even actually live in Saudi. They live in Bahrain, and they go across the bridge. They go across the King Fahd Bridge from Bahrain into Saudi. It's about a 45 minute to an hour, maybe 2 hours, depends on how, obviously, where in Saudi you're commuting to. But you can go across the Bahrain Bridge, and that's what Steven Gerrard did when Gerrard was was working in Saudi for Al Ettifaq. And I think that's also the case. Oh, is it 1-0? It could be 1-0. It's offside. It was a shot from the edge of the box. He was miles off. Everyone stopped. Penybont very nearly going behind there. It was a shot from outside the box, parried away. And it was just a tap in from the 6-yard box, but he was off. It's miles offside. Mateus Carvalho, sempre. Já Alves tem algum brasileiro apostador aqui. I don't know what that means. B. McCarran want to see some goals. Yep, you and me both. So for Penybont, it's Armstrong in goal. It's Kirko, Ludvigsson and Little at the back. Jones, Green, Baker and Davis in midfield. And then a front three of Pritchard, Daly and Kroll. James Kroll up front. Again, young player. 16 goals in 31 games for Penybont last season. He's flying. The young Welsh centre-forward. Formerly of Cardiff as well. Cardiff under-21s. Came through the Cardiff Academy. And he's now getting an opportunity to start up front in Europe for Penybont, which is a big, big step for him. And it's the big man's shoes he's trying to fill. Penybont's veteran centre-forward, who is on the thumbnail here. He is on our thumbnail. I thought he would be maybe in the squad for this one. Chris Venables, 39 years of age. 39 years of age. He got 20 goals in 23 games in the Welsh Premier just 12 months ago. So he's a bit of a Jamie Vardy, I guess, in that sense. Still playing and scoring beyond his years. But has been prolific in the Welsh League with Barlatown, Aberystwyth, Llanelli, lots of Welsh teams over the years, and he's now winding down at Penybont, but not in the squad today. Injured, been out for a while. Ben, where are they from? Zalgiris are from Lithuania, and Penybont are from Wales, for what it's worth. Ryan, do you watch every game like every team in the world? No, I don't watch every team in the world, but I watch at least one game every single day. At least one every single day. Clips HQ, before you started doing watch-alongs, did you still watch games like this? Probably... I still would have watched all the European games. I guess I probably wouldn't have made such an effort to watch like a game every day sort of thing. Like there's some days where, you know this, mate, I've been scrambling around trying to find games because the end of the season and it's been a bit all over the place. So yeah, there's some days where I've maybe not done. I wouldn't have done. Like, for example, we watched the Kosafa Cup. Zambia against... was it Zambia against Botswana? Or no, Zambia against Comoros in the Kosafa Cup. Like, you know, there's no way I would have watched that game. Ever. But we did, because it was a game a day, and we always said we'd do a game a day. So, but most of the games we've done, definitely. Yeah, most of the games we would have done. But there's definitely been some curveballs, don't get me wrong. I'm not like sitting here saying, oh yeah, I've been putting the Icelandic League on. There's some times where you guys have been, people have been saying, you know, oh, we've just had a great stream. Can we watch another one? Let's watch another one. Let's watch another one. And I remember saying it. There's no other games on, lads. Like, there's no other games at all on. And someone in the chat said, whoa, hang on a minute, what do you mean there's no other games on? Molde are just about to kick off against Viking in the Norway Elite Serien. Pull your finger out. So that's what we ended up watching. And it turned out to be alright, actually. Goalkeeper Spurs going for Gibbs White. That's some signing if they get him. Some signing. James predict Chelsea v Paris. 8-0 PSG. B. McCarron also like watching some of the games to get to see different upcoming players learning about other leagues. Well, there's that as well. Yeah, that as well. This is it. How often do you get to watch the Lithuanian third-placed team from last year? To be honest, there's lots of things you find out by watching teams from other leagues. Like, for example, I didn't know until I started doing a little bit of research that the Lithuanian league runs from February to November. So, like, it's mid-season right now for Lithuania. I mean, I can understand why it runs February to November, because I imagine December and January, it's absolutely Baltic. And nobody would want to play there. But yeah, it's shot from Penybont. What a strike! Unlucky. Bounced off the post. Ball back in at the near post. Penybont very nearly 1-0 up here. Smashed off the post from 30 yards. Sam, for some reason, I can't get the game on. Just search S4C online, mate. S4C online, YouTube or Google. You'll find it. That's how I'm watching it right now. Tom Robbo, thoughts on Sunderland's business so far this transfer window? Yeah, very good. Very good. Impressive. I think there's an outside chance that Sunderland could stay up. Not quite convinced that you'll stay up yet, mind, but, you know, outside chance. Certainly a better chance than Burnley. Burnley look certainties. Leeds, I would say you've got a better chance than Leeds right now. If someone said there's only one team going to stay up next season out of Leeds and Sunderland, who's it going to be? I would lean towards Sunderland. Right, Zalgiris knocking it around here at the back. No skill, Aaron. You actually love footy, don't you? What is this game? Mate, again, what is this game? What are you? What are you? In Kauno Zalgiris against Penybont? Get it on, lad. It's actually on. It's on for free. You can watch it yourself. You can broadcast it. You know what I mean. You can watch it on S4C. If you Google S4C online, you can watch it. It's being broadcast for free. They love it. They absolutely love it. Tom Robbo, I think we're overspending, to be honest, on unproven players, but we'll have to see. The thing is, though, you've got to kind of sign... You've got to take a gamble on a few players. You've got to take a gamble on a few players. And you're not going to be able to just sign a load of proven Premier League winners because you've not got that money. Jordan Henderson will be a great signing for you if you manage to pull that one off. United Forever, Sunderland are just signing young players when they need experience. I think that is a very smart move, though. A very, very smart move to just be signing, for the most part, young players. Very, very smart move. Because it means those players hold their value. Taylor H, what game are you watching? I'm watching Penybont away at Kauno Zalgiris in the UEFA Conference League. first round qualifier in Lithuania. Aaron, I'm watching Wimbledon. Nice. Enjoy Wimbledon, mate. Enjoy it. It's good. It's not my thing, but, you know, each to their own. Right, it's gone out for a goal kick here on the far side. It's been a very, very bitty opening 10-15 minutes, really. Neither team really able to put the foot on the ball. Neither team either sort of dominating possession or physically, I guess. It's very scrappy. Second balls are key in this one. Pitch is holding up, though, which is nice, because after last night's game, where we watched Shelbourne and Linfield playing on a pretty awful pitch, to be honest, this at least does look somewhat professional. Oh, that's really smart play by Zalgiris down the right-hand side. Chance. It's cleared away by Penybont. Very, very good play. Very good play. Chimey, I have under 5.5 for all UEFA games. That's not very good in this competition. There's always goals in the early games. I think Sabah in Azerbaijan, Sabah and Celje, who are a Slovenian team, of course, formerly managed by Albert Riera, played Fiorentina in the knockout stages last year. Sabah and Celje are currently 1-1. They've only been playing 12 minutes, so under 5, or a maximum of 5 you've got, haven't you? Yeah. It's not a great start for you for that bet. LFC Fan 200, what's the game on? It is on S4C. Yeah, S4C. Taylor, Penybont are Welsh, I swear. They are Welsh, yes, they are. Penybont are Welsh, and Kauno Zalgiris are Lithuanian. Ostermorgs or Como are having a decent window, aren't they? They've got, is it Murata they've just signed? Yeah, Murata's not a bad signing for them. Kudus right, Morgan Gibbs White central, Son left, or Kulusevski soon. That's going to be an unbelievable attack for Spurs, isn't it? Sam McNeil can't find it. I don't know what to tell you, mate. Like I said, that's what I've got it on here. Hassan, let's go. I mean, Ben Chaib. Ben Chaib for 1 second. For Kauno, he's playing in the number 10 position. 9 in 18 for Kauno last season. Or this season, actually, so far, isn't it? He used to play for Panavezis. LFC Fan 200, how many watch-alongs on today? Two today, yes. We've got 2 Europa Conference League games. We've got this one first. And then after this, we've got Lana against... or Lan against Auda. Lan against Auda. Lan of the Irish League and Auda of the Latvian League, FK Auda. So yeah, we've got a couple of watch-alongs. If you're watching, if you're joining, if you're a first-time watcher, you know the score. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. We're live every single day. That's what we do on this channel. We do watch-alongs every single day from around the world. Premier League, Championship, Bundesliga, La Liga, Europa League, Conference League, Champions League. We've done the Latvian League. We do all the internationals. We're doing the women's Euros. Just a nice variety. Nice variety. If you don't like, do you know when you get like fan channels and they're all a bit echo chambery. Yeah, if you don't like that and you fancy like a nice mixed bag, we've got all sorts of fans in the chat. Coventry fans, Liverpool fans, United fans. We've got a VFL Bochum fan, Atletico Madrid fans. We've got fans of all clubs from around the world, and we all have a bit of banter. It all flies in. It's all good fun. Yeah, give us a follow, give us a like. 2-1 to Sabah in Azerbaijan. That's That's struggling. That's Celje struggling. Taylor H, are you watching Europa League or Conference League later, mate? Conference League. Conference League. Yeah. Sam McNeil, Australian League starts in October. You ready for the early mornings? I'll give them a go, yeah. I'll give them a go. Sure. P. McCarran, Kukcu to Besiktas. Oh, yeah, he's massively fell out with the Benfica manager, hasn't he? Massively fell out with him. Oh, Zalgiris are in here. It's 1-0. It's 1-0. They've scored. The Lithuanians are ahead. 1-0 Kauno. It was a ball played down the left-hand side, and it was just... I don't really know what the keeper's doing. I don't know if he should get done at his near post there. I don't know. We'll watch it back. The replay might show us something a little bit better. But 1-0 to Kauno Zalgiris. Penybont, a goal down here. Bad news for the Welsh runners-up. Let's see. It's a lovely ball down the left-hand side. It's the number 2. Is it who picks it up? I think he tries to pull it back across the 6-yard box. This might go down as an own goal, you know. I think it was it Ben Chaib? I think it was Ben Chaib who actually pulls the ball back. It is Ben Chaib who's got the goal, but I'll tell you something, that might... I mean, if there was a dubious goals panel, that might have gone down as an own goal for Armstrong, the Penybont goalkeeper, because it looked to me like he was trying to pull the ball back, and it maybe hit the goalkeeper's leg and bounced in. Difficult one, but Kauno are 1-0 up. Make no mistake, 1-0 to Kauno Zalgiris. Penybont, all the work to do, and still the second leg to come. Still the second leg to come here. Nathews, Penybont, Bridgend. Yes, yeah, Penybont in Bridgend, yeah. I think they are, aren't they? They are Bridgend. Yeah. Thought they was. Yeah, it is. Yeah, mate. Yeah, definitely. Steve Keane, afternoon, Kee. How's you? You're not putting the women's footy on. I'm not doing the women's footy tonight, mate. No, I'm doing the Conference League tonight. I'm doing Larne against Oude. So, Conference League now, obviously, Kauno against Penybont, and then Larne against Oude. So, we've got the Welsh runners-up, followed up by the Irish runners-up. Chimey, Key, have you had a chance to check out PES 21 or EAFC 25 Anth gameplay mod? I haven't. No, I haven't. To be honest, but I haven't looked at any of the gaming stuff really. No. Jake Line, Souza, both teams to score over 2.5. Nah, I don't think so. Jake Line. Daria, you missed PSG 4, Real Madrid 0. I honestly, Daria, didn't really interest me. Wasn't really my thing. Nath, what are you watching on, mate? S4C. Yeah, S4C online. If you search S4C online, you can watch it on your browser, you can watch it on your phone, or you can watch it on your telly if you've got on one of them smart TVs. You can watch it on that. Jay, where can I watch the Kauno match? Oh, I've just said it. There you go. S4C online, mate. S4C online. LFC Fan 200. Just wondering, do you ever get bored watching all the games? If I did, I wouldn't do them. Yeah, if I did, I wouldn't do them. No, listen, I really like it. It's football, so maybe some people are wired only to enjoy watching their team, and that's fine. I don't. I enjoy watching all types of football, I'll be honest. It fascinates me. It's like a game of chess. And each group of players, you know, they've got different skills, different abilities. They've got to be motivated. Sometimes they're not playing for the manager. Sometimes you can see that. Sometimes different tactics work. Sometimes you need to go direct. Sometimes you can play it short. It's all this stuff. I love all that. It's like a big game of chess. Even though I'm no good at chess and I don't really know how to play chess, but you know what I'm getting at, hopefully. Strategic. I like strategic sports. And I'm still, irrespective of what many people think, I still think football, it's not just about the biggest, the fastest, the strongest, the quickest. It's not. There's still a little bit of it up here, you know. You've got to... It's got a little bit more towards athletes in recent years, but if you're a good footballer and you've got a good team of footballers, you can go very, very far. Taylor, I'll be watching St. Patrick's Athletic versus FC Hagelman later. I'm watching the second leg of that. Yeah, I've got the second leg queued up on my schedule. It is on there. Right, it's a foul. It's a foul on the right-hand side. And I've just seen it pop up, by the way. It was given as an own goal for the opener for Kauno Zalgiris. It's not gone down as a goal for the number 7. It's gone down as an own goal for Kirkhoff. Gabriel Kirkhoff. I'm going to call him Kirkhoff. Gabriel Kirkhoff or Gabriel Kirkhoff, the left-sided centre-back for Penybont. He must have just got his foot to it when the ball got played back. And yeah, the young man, 21-year-old, he's got an own goal in this one to put his team behind. It was Ben Chaib who put the cross in from Zalgiris, and yeah, 1-0. Ball whipped in. Oh my God, is it 2? It's 2. Oh, the keeper's had an absolute shocker. The keeper has had an absolute shocker. It's an absolute... Oh, I can't even tell you. It's a free kick on the far right-hand side here. Zalgiris have just... You can see the Penybont... Oh, I think there's a couple of Penybont away fans there. And they've just got hands on heads because the keeper... Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. That's not good at all. Oh, you can't be getting done there. I'm sorry. Ball's whipped in. It's not a cross. It's a lofted. Oh, it's just floated, and the keeper's got to get a touch on that and touch it over the bar. He gets lobbed. The goalkeeper gets lobbed on his own goal line. That's shocking. Really shocking. No keeper should be getting lobbed from there. But there you go. Zalgiris 2, Penybont 0. Penybont get us back underway here. Jonas asks, where are you watching it on? S4C. S4C online. DF, watching the Finland v Switzerland game tonight, mate. No, mate, no, I'm watching Larn against Auda in the UEFA Conference League. So we've got 2 Conference League games on tonight. The real donut, what league is this? It's the UEFA Conference League. Yeah, UEFA Conference League. Thank you for the follow. Bang on, lad. Cheers for that. If you haven't yet, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. We're live every single day. There's just a goal kick waiting to be taken here. Zalgiris probably going to try and put this game to bed early doors. I've got to be honest with you. The way that Penybont have started, they haven't been able to get a touch on the ball. They are so outclassed in every department in the opening 25 minutes here. Been a very difficult start for him. But physically, they've looked miles off it. Second to every ball. I don't know if that's just them, maybe not wanting it enough or what. I don't know. The conditions, maybe. I have no idea. But what I would say is, Kauno Zalgiris are first to every single ball. They're stronger, they're faster, and you could argue they're a little bit fortunate to be 2-0 up, given that the first one was an own goal and the second one was a mistake from the keeper. And Penybont have hit the post. Penybont have hit the post from 30 yards. So maybe I'm being harsh. I'll hold my hands up. But it's been a tough start to the game, let's say that. It's been a very, very tough start to the game. Edward, how's it going, mate? It's Luke. You watch some very random games. Fair play. I love football, but I don't have the motivation for that. Mate, it's UEFA Conference League. It is the UEFA Conference League. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's European club football, competitive European club football. How can you not be watching this after the guff we've been served up for the last 2-3 weeks, if not longer? I'm desperate for club football to come back. This is as close as you're going to get. Competitive club football. We need it back. Josh, thoughts on Tierno Barry? Good footballer. Yeah, good footballer. Don't know if he'll be like an immediate success in the Premier League. He was dreadful in the under-21s championships. He was absolutely shocking for France. But, he's done all right for Villarreal and he's done all right for Bâle previously. Although, I will say this, when you look at his stats for Villarreal, they're pretty comparable to Beto's last season for Everton. He's not a massive immediate upgrade on Beto in terms of shots on target, touches in the box, chance conversion, things like that. Big chances missed. It's all about the same as Beto. So, I don't know if he's going to be an instant success. He was absolutely dreadful for France. Luke, I thought Barry was decent in the under-21s. Changed the game for them at least twice off the bench, mate. I don't know if you're watching the same ones I did, but the one against Germany, for example, Germany, he missed about 4 absolute sitters. And I mean absolute sitters. Be yourself, Dylan. If you were to have a milkshake, what flavour would you choose? I'm boring. Vanilla. Yeah. Vanilla, that's me. I'm not really a milkshake type of dude, to be honest. It's not really my thing. But to each their own, yeah. Bit chaotic and raw, but one group game and quarter-final he turned. Who was the quarter-final against? Honestly, Zalgiris, Janssonas again. It just bullying Ludvigsson at the back. Ludvigsson's getting absolutely pushed and pulled all over the place for Penybont here. I think it was Little on the far side as well, getting done there, and he's just put it out for a corner. Corner to Zalgiris. Denmark he turned. No, he didn't. How are you giving him credit for that? He did come on. He came on the bench, off the bench, and the game did turn around. But I think you're giving him a lot of credit for turning that one around. A lot of credit. Kingsloth, it makes me laugh how clubs go on like there's only a few strikers out there. Do your scouting properly. The problem is, mate, that I think a lot of clubs know these strikers now. The data systems tell them a lot of it. They just don't want to take the chance. Like Mika Beerith was one everyone was banging the drum on. Everyone knew Mika Bierith would be a quality player. You could see it from the way that he was performing in the in Sturm Graz, and you can see he's doing it now at Monaco. So Mika Bierith is one that many teams could have took a punt on 12, 18 months ago. He would have been a wonderful player in the Premier League, I think. But nobody wanted to. And it was the same with Haaland, wasn't it? Haaland in Norway, he was in the Eliteserien for Molde. Nobody really wanted to take a chance. Went to Salzburg even before Dortmund got him. Didn't Solskjaer have him queued up at Salzburg for, was it 12 million quid or something like that? And United said no. It's just, teams don't want to take a chance. That's what it is. Reese, Arsenal should have kept Mika. Would have had a quality player in our hands. Yep, very true. Very, very true. Be yourself, Dylan. My mate bought a girl a burger because he thought she was McGorgeous. McGorgeous. The life is good. More than 2.5 half time. No. I don't think there's going to be another goal in the next 15 minutes. I'd be very surprised if there's going to be another goal in the next 15 minutes. It feels very end to end. If there's going to be one more, it's going to be Zalgiris. I would argue it's a smart bet to do Penybont under. Just Zalgiris clean sheet. Zalgiris clean sheet. I can't see Penybont getting close to it, to be honest, at this moment in time. Daz, when will we see the new players? Sunday, mate. Sunday against Preston. Reese, instead, Arsenal kept Eddie Nketiah. They did keep Eddie Nketiah. Yeah, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Ostermark, have you seen Morgan Gibbs White to Spurs? Well, I've seen that they're talking to him. If they manage to get Morgan Gibbs White for 60 million quid, then they've done incredibly well, haven't they? You've got to give Spurs credit. That's some going if they manage to pull that off. Okay, long ball forward here for Penybont. Armstrong punts it forward, headed away by Zalgiris and cleared up the pitch. Too easy, really. It's too easy. Little finds Armstrong again, passes it back to his keeper, and it ends up all the way back down the other end of the pitch for Traore, who wins a foul, and it's a free kick to Zalgiris. Be yourself, Dylan. Tottenham might look like a different side. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Gibbs White, Kudus. Gibbs White, Kudus. Imagine a midfield of Gibbs White, Maddison, and then you've got Kulusevski, Kudus, and Wissa. I mean, you'd have to put someone good behind him, like maybe a Bergvall. Maybe Bergvall, Maddison, Gibbs White midfield. Front three, Wissa, Kudus, Kulusevski. I'm not being funny, that's top six. That is absolute top six certainty. They'd get top six with that. I think they might even get top four. I think they'd get top four. Honestly, at that point, I genuinely think they could finish above Arsenal. Daz, who's your front three for Sunday starting? Honestly, mate, I think it depends entirely on how they've trained and how the players feel, so it's going to be difficult to predict. Share up, will Penybont hit a goal? No, I don't think so. They've hit the post. They have hit the post, but I can't see him really doing a whole lot in this game. They've struggled. They've really, really struggled. Zalgiris with a free kick. Floated over to the far side. Oh! Across the face, a goal. Very nearly 3-0 to Zalgiris. Oh. Good grief. Spurs 19th. Spurs aren't finishing 19th. See, that's well annoying because it's literally the logo that they're using on the screen says the Europa Conference League. Well, which is it? Is it the UEFA Conference League or is it the UEFA Europa Conference League? Apparently it was all rebranded. Zalgiris are in again here. This could be 3 if they're not careful, Penybont. They've got it away. Got it away. It's Luke. I think Frank might try 3-4-2-1. Porro and a Doggy as wing-backs. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, maybe go with... well, he's going to need another centre-back then, isn't he? I mean, Romero might be staying now. Looks like Romero may be staying. Reese, our 3 new signings are better than Kudus. No, they're not. Kudus is better than Eze. Kudus is better than Eze. And Madueke is shocking. Yeah, don't talk about Madueke. Brandon, I think it's a fantastic signing, mate. Yeah, Gibbs White to Spurs is a fantastic signing. If they get him. If they can manage to pull it off. 60 million quid. Bargain. I think every club in the league would take him. Every single club in the league would take Gibbs White at 60 million quid. It's Luke, on his day he is, but Kudus is very inconsistent. He's inconsistent for West Ham. Yeah, he is inconsistent for West Ham, but again, if you were bringing a player off the bench and you had Eze or Kudus, I think you're bringing Kudus on. If we're looking at how high the ceiling is, like how good they could be, it's Kudus. Who's produced the best over the last 12 months? It's undoubtedly Eze. Absolutely, undoubtedly Eze, but Kudus is a better player. He is a better player. He's got more in his locker than Eze. Brandon, I wrote Levy off as well. Nice to see us doing good business. Honestly, it's so frustrating that Spurs fans are this fickle. That literally all it takes is him flashing a bit of cash and all of a sudden everything's fine again. Like United fans with the Glazers and the yellow and gold, yellow and green scarves. As soon as there's a bad run of results, get the yellow and green scarves out. Let's have a kick off at the Glazers again. If they have a run of 3 or 4 wins, everything's fine. We don't even need to talk about the Glazers. It's absolute nonsense, honestly. Jack, when will UEFA make their decision? This is dragging on now. Jack, you've missed it, mate. They've made the decision. They have made their decision. They've effectively made their decision. Lyon are back in Liga 1, which means Lyon are in the Europa League. Lyon are in the Europa League. And based on what UEFA said last week, or was it 2 weeks ago? I can't remember. Either way, whatever UEFA said last, the last statement UEFA put out was that they felt that there was a conflict of interest between Palace and Lyon, with Textor having shares, even though he's not got them anymore. The deadline has been passed for that. So, based off what UEFA have already said, Palace are in the Conference League. Palace are in the Conference League, Forest will be in the Europa League, Lyon will be in the Europa League, and Lyon are in Ligue 1. That appears to be the case. It's a yellow card here for... let's watch this back. It's a bit harsh, that. It's a bit harsh. He did go through the back of him, mind Jones. Jacob Jones of Penybont picking a soft yellow up, I guess. Soft yellow. I know that, but will Palace get demoted to Conference League as they have shared? No, apparently. So again, they've made a decision on that as well. The Brøndby, the owner who has a limited number of shares in Brøndby, there's no conflict of interest with that. There's no, they're not, basically they're not pursuing that. They don't think there's any interest there. There's no conflict there. Whereas there was a clear conflict with Lyon, given that Textor was basically the sole owner of Lyon, and he had a 40-something% share in Palace. It was a clear cut. Whereas Brøndby, it's a much smaller percentage. Danny O, Leeds finishing mid-table this season. No chance. No chance. At this moment in time, unless Leeds get a keeper and a centre-forward, you're going down. Luke Hull, multi-club ownership needs fixing. Hope Palace win on appeal. I don't think they've got time for the appeal. I think that's the problem. The appeal will be dismissed summarily. There's no time. The Europa League, the Conference League is kind of already underway. They need to start planning accordingly, and it might even suit Palace to just say, fine, look, at least we'll know. If you put us in the Conference League, at least we'll know that that's where we are now. And they can plan for that then. They need to forecast. They need to. You can't run a business without accurate forecasting, and the financials are so different in those tournaments, aren't they? Clips HQ, Gibbs White, a great signing for Spurs. Oh, he's not signed just yet. They're still working it out. Zalgiris chance. Good save from Armstrong. First real chance. First real save. First time he's had to get his sort of gloves worn, the keeper. He's only picked it out of the back of his net twice up to this point. But yeah, listen, I would agree. The whole multi-club model is shocking. It's ridiculous. Brandon, Brentford asking for too much. In the end, they will accept. I don't think. Do you think Brentford are asking for too much for Mbermo? I don't think so. I think Mbermo at 70 million is about right. I think it's about right. That's basically what United paid for Cunha, isn't it? Oh, he's got a £60 million clause. I didn't know that. There you go. Yeah, Ben Jacobs has confirmed it. I didn't know that he had a clause. Yeah, 100% United will pay up. 3-star Reds. Forest in talks with Spurs apparently now for Gibbs White. 2 quality players being sold. Wonder is Edu signed up for this. My fear is Marinakis is selling club to Texter. Mate, you're not in talks with Gibbs White. Gibbs White has gone. There's a clause in his contract. I've literally just read this. I've just read it in like the last couple of seconds. There's a £60 million clause in Gibbs White's contract. The Spurs have activated it, so there's a medical for him apparently later on this week. It's gone very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Unruly Boss 1987. Is the Gyökeres deal going to get done for Arsenal? Yes, I think it will get done for Arsenal. I think Arsenal will end up paying up. I don't think it's a particularly good deal, but I think they'll pay up. Yeah. B. McCarron, it's actually a nice enough pitch there on this game. Yeah, I thought that. It's not their normal pitch, though. It's not their normal pitch. They're playing at a different stadium. This is the Jonavos Centrinis Stadionas. That was a mouthful, but yeah, it's a different pitch, completely different stadium to the one that. This is not their home ground. I think it's probably because it's not a UEFA registered ground, and it's got to be, hasn't it? Zalgiris with the ball down the left-hand side. Little step overs in the corner. It's only 1 minute of extra time, or 1 minute of added time, rather, at the end of this first half. I think, to be honest, they'll be quite happy to get in at half-time here. Yeah, they'll be quite happy to get in at half-time. It's been a frustrating opening 45 minutes for Griffiths and his players. It's been difficult. But B. McCarron, see the 4G behind. It does not look bad too. Yeah. You can see the roads just outside, can't you, as well? Louise Cudworth, who's playing? It is Kauno Zalgiris against Penybont in the UEFA Conference League. It's live on S4C right now, and it's just gone half-time. So it's Kauno 2, Penybont 0. Well, they're having a little word with the ref there, to be honest. A little word with the ref. I think it's, was it Pritchard? Owen Pritchard, just having a word in the ref's ear, just saying, listen, I don't know what the problem is, ref, but you've not given us much in that half. And I don't think they can really complain too much. I think Zalgiris are probably full value for that. Full value for that win, that victory in the first half at least. And Griffiths and his players are going to have to come out in the second half and show something a little bit different here now. They're going to have to step it up. I wonder if maybe they make some changes. A couple of players on the bench they could bring on maybe. I mean, a lot of the bench are quite young. It's again another problem. Johan Phillips, 17 years of age, barely played. Or either very, very young or very old. You know, Nathan Wood hasn't been in a squad for Penybont since... He's not been in a squad this year. He's literally not been in a squad this year, Nathan Wood, but he's... Yeah. He last played 40 minutes against Cardiff Metropolitan on New Year's Eve. But Nathan Wood maybe is the most obvious one they could bring off the bench, maybe, at a push. Maybe Jack Clay, young midfielder, you could bring him on. Or again, yeah, Johan Phillips, 17 years of age. He's done alright at times for Penybont this season as well. It's Luke. What was the Irish game like yesterday? Shelbourne big favourites now, or do you think Liverpool can turn it round? Mate, Shelbourne passed them off the park. They absolutely passed them off the park. Spud Bros! No way! Yes, Spud Bros! How's it going? Love to see it. Get us a Preston shirt. I need a Preston shirt from behind the scenes here. I need a Preston shirt. Any chance? Hook a brother up. Give us a follow, Spud Bros. Help a guy out. I'm trying to watch lots of football. In fact, we're doing the Preston game at the weekend. I'm a Liverpool fan. So we'll be doing the Preston game at the weekend. So yeah, it's going to be... well, it's the first game, isn't it, for you lads? First game. Pletigol has said Diaz has submitted a transfer request. I mean, listen, Diaz is he's bound to leave. He's on peanuts. He's on an absolute pittance. Or did you play last night? Oh well, there you go. There's me. I thought Preston's first game was against us. Who did you play? Let me Google. Google is your friend, Key. Come on, sort it out. Yeah, I thought that was your first pre-season game was against us on Sunday. But hey-ho. Surely. Right, okay. That's probably 1-0 as well. There you go. At least you've started your sponsorship off with a bang. 1-0 away at Chorley. That's not bad going. First home game then. Deepdale. Big one against Liverpool. Get the sponsorship off with a bang. That's going to be great. On ITV as well. Massive for you lads, that, innit? That's brilliant. Well done. Seriously. Congratulations. That's brilliant. Ross at the GOAT. I can't lie. Spurs starting to look scary. From an Arsenal perspective, still won't get top 4 though. Spud Bros, yes. Sad day though, bro. Oh, listen, mate. Of course it'll be a sad day. However, what I would say is, And we've talked about this on this channel a lot. I'm a Liverpool fan. It was a horrible tragedy what happened to Diogo Jota, and a big part of grief is moving on. You often don't feel this stuff until 2, 3, 4 weeks later. It's very, very painful. It's very sad. It's confusing. There's a little bit of denial. No one really can quite believe that it's happened. But don't let it stop you enjoying football. Don't let it stop you in enjoying life and going the game and enjoying your own success as well, by the way. Enjoying your own success. You guys have done tremendously well. It's a massive, massive thing. Massive thing what you've done. And, yeah, you're living the dream. Don't shy away from that. You listen, if the Diogo Jota incident proved one thing, if nothing else, it's that tomorrow isn't promised. So have a fucking amazing day, mate. Have an amazing day and enjoy it. It's going to be a fantastic day for you, your business, the rest of your life, hopefully. We're absolutely honoured to host you guys. That's amazing. Well, I mean, I'm not going to be going. I can't go to games anymore, sadly. First off, I'm skint. I've got a little girl. That's why I started Premier League Dad. I now watch games with you guys. That's what the whole channel is about. However, I will be there in spirit, and I'll be watching it on ITV1, so I'll be sending you all my best. And best of luck. I hope it all goes down well. Give lots of spuds away. Liverpool, we like spuds. Scousers can eat I mean, I'm not Scouse, but we can eat spuds. So I'm sure it'll all be good. Right, well, we've got 5 minutes left till kick-off of the second half here now. 3-star Reds, Forest are now going to need a hell of a transfer window to replace both Elanga and Gibbs-White. I read also that Murillo is now being targeted by Atletico Madrid. Yeah, Atletico Madrid looking like they're moving on from Romero, which is mad, isn't it, to be honest? See what a Spurs cooking, Kudus and now Morgan Gibbs-White. Good, innit? It's really good. Unknown FRX, no way Spud Bros are here. Well, I don't know if they've given us a follow. I guess we'll see, but it's good to have them here, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice. 3-star Red's going to pop off for a few minutes for Forest kit reveal. See you later for the evening game. No worries, man. Yeah, see you soon. Lewis, hi bro, bit disappointed this week due us being stupid. Who? Who's being stupid? I don't know what you mean, Lewis. You'll have to enlighten me. B. McCarran, Evan Ferguson to Roma. Evan Ferguson. What's happened to Evan Ferguson? He was so good, wasn't he? He was doing all that. He was doing really well at Brighton. He was doing really well. That's a shame. I mean, Roma's not a bad move, but it does feel like he's on a downward trajectory in his career. I would have thought he'd have maybe stayed. It wasn't that long ago he was being linked with Man United, wasn't he? Remember when he got that hat-trick? Got the hat-trick for Brighton. Star was soaring. Just hasn't quite recovered. Sad. Injuries and stuff like that can follow a player around as well, so. Ostamor, didn't the Atalanta manager go to Roma? Gasperini, I don't know if he is. Is he at Roma now, Gasperini? Yes, he is. Yeah. I knew he'd left. I didn't know if he'd actually gone to Roma, but yeah, evidently so. Then that's going to be a great season. They'll have a great season. Gasperini's a wonderful manager. Yeah, really, really good manager. I mean, admittedly, he's thrived at Atalanta for, what was it, 9 years. He wasn't fantastic in the past. He's had, mixed. When he was at Inter Milan once upon a time, and it didn't work out for him. But he's had a wonderful spell at Atalanta for the last decade or so, and it's a big chance for him at Roma. Big opportunity. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, right. Well, we're very close to kicking off for the second half here now. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know your predictions for this second half. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be launching well, it's only going to be starting in August, but I want your opinions, I want your feedback. I'm going to be doing a Charity of the Month segment. So basically, I'm going to be doing, basically just promoting a charity throughout each month, a different charity every single month. There's a couple of charities that are quite close to my heart, so they are going to take the first couple of spaces. But if there are any particular charities, whether they're local charities or national charities, it doesn't really matter. If there are any charities that you particularly care about that you think need a well done and could do with maybe a bit of a promotion. Again, I'm not massive, I'm not international, I'm not national, but hey, listen, if I've got a little tiny platform, it's better than nothing. So at least if I can raise awareness and say, listen, go and have a look at these guys, maybe go and give them a couple of quid if you've got it, it'll help. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a Charity of the Month segment. Every single month we'll promote a charity. So let me know which charities you particularly care about, if any. You don't have to do it in the chat, you can just drop me a message. But I'm going to be doing that over the season. Basically over the upcoming season, every single month we'll have a different charity highlighted on the channel and we'll be promoting them. For nothing. I mean, I'm not, just to make that clear, because someone just suggested, I'm not making anything from it. I would never dream of it. It would literally be just for charity. There's no ulterior motive. It's literally just to raise awareness of whatever charity it is that we put out there that month. It's just a nice thing that I thought we could do. That might help. It might not help, but it might. It can't hurt, can it? Can't hurt. It is absolutely sweltering today, isn't it? Sorry, what's this you're saying? Let me just have a look. Hey Kee, you've said that Gyökeres is not going to be a good signing. Do you think you would put your money where your mouth is? So what do I put my money where my mouth is? Well, hang on, what do you mean? I don't think he's going to be a good signing. I don't think he's going to be the signing that takes Arsenal to the title. I don't think he's going to be like a horrendous flop and he'll score like 2 goals all season. If that's what you're getting at. What are you asking me to commit to? Like I reckon I've been fairly clear, and I think Gyökeres is he's an underwhelming signing. I don't think he actually does a whole lot for Arsenal. So by that, do you think that Arsenal will drop out of the top 4? Well, do you know what? I would have said... it's funny you say that, because I have predicted Arsenal to finish 4th, because I think Chelsea will kick on this season. I think Chelsea are going to do all right this season. I think City are going to do all right, and I think Arsenal might just struggle a little bit. It's going to be a difficult adaptation period, going from Partey to Zubimendi in that midfield. It's not as physical, it's not as quick. It's going to be a little bit of an adaptation for Declan Rice in there. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Madueke, maybe Eze, Gyökeres. How do they all fit together? If they fit together, I just feel like that's going to be a challenge for him. And honestly, if Spurs get Kudus, Gibbs-White, and Wissa, there's no reason why Spurs can't be in the top 4. No reason at all. I think they'd get 6th. I think they would knock Newcastle and Villa. They'd finish ahead of Newcastle and Villa. I'll call that now. If Spurs get Kudus and Wissa, and they've got Kudus, Wissa, Kulusevski, Gibbs-White, as well, that is, with Thomas Frank, that is a top 6 team. 1000%. 1000%. Ben, why is everyone bigging up Kudus to Spurs? Goals missing constantly. Yeah, for West Ham, mate. For West Ham, he's still a fantastic player. Wonderful player, Kudus. B. McCarron, where do you think Villa will finish? At this moment in time, I think Villa are a couple of players away from getting back in that race for the top 5. As it stands, I think, still a wonderful team, managed very, very well. I would say you're probably 5th, maybe. No, not 5th. 7th. 5th is probably the absolute maximum you could get to. But I think you'll struggle with that. Right, well, we're off and underway here now. Oh my God, Zalgiris are in again here. It's 3. Oh my God, they've literally been kicked off a matter of 30 seconds. 40 seconds, sorry. Oh, it was a long throw down the touchline. Ball goes down to the left-hand side, pull back to the edge of the box, and a lovely finish. Keeper, no chance. It's a wonderful, wonderful goal. Who is it who actually scores it now? Who is it who puts this away? There's no changes at half-time, by the way. I didn't see any changes come on. But it's Pavlovic who scored it. It was Urega on the left-hand side, pulls the ball back to the edge of the box, and Pavlovic drills a low shot into the bottom corner. Wonderful, wonderful finish. Too easy. Kauno 3. Penybont 0. Flynn, Forest have gone straight for Wissa. Have they really? Yeah, Forest have renewed their interest for Johan Wissa. Good grief. That's from Ornstein as well, that one. It's all going off now, isn't it? Christ. It's all going off. B. McCarron, we're getting to see the goals that we wanted. Yeah, it's been a good start to the game, at least from a neutral's point of view. We've seen a bit of an entertaining game. Caleb, you sound like you have a cold. I do, mate, yeah. I am all sinusy a little bit, but I'm alright. I'm okay. Just a bit of a sore throat. Bit, yeah. But I'm all good. I'll live. I hope. I hope. Forest value the player around £50 million. Sweet Jesus. Kauno still pushing forward here. Honestly, this could be a cricket score, and honestly, this might well be the worst thing, because it'll just mean the second leg is an absolute dud. Penybont will be out before the second leg in Wales. Daz, do you see our new players getting in the Champions League? Do you see our new players getting in the Champions League? I don't know what do you mean, do I see him getting in the Champions... Will they play in the Champions League? Yeah, of course they will. Of course they'll play in the Champions League. We'll need them to play in the Champions League. We're not got a squad big enough. Yeah, we'd need to have Kirkes in the Champions League and Wirtz in the Champions League. We'll use them. Of course we will. Jamie, hi mate, what do you think of young German prospect? Would love to see him in the Prem? Yeah, he's sound. Good player. Daz in the squad. Do you see our new players getting in the Champions League squad? What? Daz, what are you on about? Mate, I really don't understand. Do I see him getting in the squad? Yeah, of course. It'd be mad if they didn't, wouldn't it? It'd be a bit weird if they didn't. It's Lou going back to the under-21s convo. Are you surprised Voltemade hasn't got a move? Well, apparently Stuttgart are pricing him out of a move, aren't they? Apparently they're pricing him out of a move. Thought maybe Bayern and a few Prem clubs would go for him. Yeah, well, I thought that, but he's still... Was it like 80 million they asked for him? Listen, he's a wonderful centre-forward. I like the look of him, but I feel like there's that initial buzz around him. It's so big that I think they want to... They've put too big a price tag on him. He won't go anywhere this summer. I'd be amazed if he went anywhere this summer. Unless Bayern get really desperate. And I don't rule that out, by the way, because now Musiala's been injured. It's probably not beyond the realms of possibility that their fans are just desperate for something, aren't they? They've missed out on Wirtz. That was the big one they wanted. Musiala's got injured. They need a big signing, don't they? They need a statement signing from the club to show that they can still compete in the league and they can still, maybe compete in Europe. As it stands, they're not going to do either, I don't think. Celje have equalised in Baku, 2-2. B. McCarron, will you watch the Club World Cup final? I need to put that to the vote. I'm probably going to ask people about that on the channel. We'll do a poll about it. In fact, we need to put a poll on now because we do polls every single game. Yeah. I need to ask, basically, whether we do the Club World Cup final or do we do... England women against Wales women. England needing to win, obviously, to go through to the next round. To me, I would get probably more enjoyment out of the women's game, which, believe me, is not something I would have ever said before. I just find the Club World Cup utterly boring and abhorrent. And it's just a bit of a pain, to be honest. And it's between two clubs that, again, if not for a whole load of oil money, wouldn't even exist. It's two corrupt clubs in a corrupt competition ran by an incredibly corrupt organisation and sponsored by another corrupt country. So, to me, it's not something I'm mega interested in. Kauno Zalgiris, very big chance yet again. It's Luke. He's a lovely player, though. Doesn't play how you'd expect on the face of it. Can't really get away from that now, though. Football's too far gone. That's true. Yeah. That's very true. SD Gamming. Gamming? What's Gamming? SD Gamming. SD Gamming. Are you going for gaming, though? Was that meant to be gaming? Gaming, but it was Toucan. Oh well, what a shame. B. McCarron, the fans managing to make some noise at least, I know. Yeah. I've never been to Lithuania, but I'm sure it's lovely. The one and only PSG better side since they sold Mbappe. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, so the honest answer is I need to basically ask. I'll ask you guys on Saturday or Sunday. I'll say Saturday on Sunday. Saturday or Sunday, we'll put a poll out and we'll ask and we'll just basically see exactly what the sitch is and what people think. Should we watch the Club World Cup or should we watch the women's game, England women against Wales? So we'll see. We'll make a decision and we'll see what people think. If you want me to watch the Club World Cup final, then I'll watch it. But I'm not made up. Not particularly made up with it. I'd rather watch England and Wales. Chance Zalgiris. Oh, should have been 4. Really should have been 4. It's Luke. Hope he comes back on a third account to whinge more. I know it's for mate. It's unbelievable the lengths that some people will go to. Unbelievable the lengths some people will go to just to say their piece. That's why it's often just better. To be honest, I shouldn't even just like mute him. Half the time I just leave it. I don't even respond. Oh, he's here. There you are. There's the third account. Told you. There'll be a fourth soon, mate. There'll be a fourth. You watch. But I should just leave him. Just leave him. Just keep screaming into the void. They get very upset. They get very, very upset that they're not taken. Someone take me seriously. B McCarron, that penalty spot messed up now. Yeah. To be honest, the whole pitch has gone a little bit bobbly. It's funny how we all said it was a decent pitch, wasn't it? It was a good pitch, and now it's all gone a bit skew-whiff again. Deserves banning from the internet for Tuchel. To be honest, it was more for the whatever SFA is. Is SFA something shut up? He was either telling me to shut up or telling someone else to shut up. Just no time for it. Kids, innit? Just absolute kids. And to be honest, most of the time I just leave him. Just leave him. Just don't read him. Don't reply. Don't read him out. So they get all upset. Sad. It's the best way. But you can't, because if you ignore them, then they go even more. They just spam the comments then. So you can't really win. You either ignore them, or you do mute them and block them, and then if you mute them and block them, then they come back. Oh, why did you mute me? I didn't even say anything. Ugh. Morgan gives White to Spurs, yeah. Be a good signing, that, wouldn't it? Gibbs, White, Kulusevski, Kudus. Maybe Wissa, possibly. Wissa going to Forest now, it's looking like. What's tonight's game on, by the way? Did anyone have a look? We was talking about it very briefly earlier. But Lan against Auda. Yes, okay. It's Luke. Didn't Forest try for Wissa before? Forest don't seem that attractive now they're being raided. It's going to be a difficult summer, I think, for Forest. Yeah, it's going to be a tough summer for them. Yeah, Jamie, I would. Yeah, it'd be a good signing, Jamie. Really good signing. Okay, referees trying to control the game a little bit more here now. Little telling off there for Zalgiris. Armstrong punts it long for Penybont. Opportunities for them if they can get this right. Going a lot more direct now. This is the first time we've really seen them as an attacking outfit, to be honest, and Zalgiris get it away quite easily. Karen Lan will win, I think. Played last year in the Conference League, however, did not make it to the knockout. Auda have been a very, very solid side, both in Europe and in the domestic league. Obviously, we watched Auda just a couple of weeks ago, didn't we, on this channel, in the Latvian league, in the Penybont Virsliga, and yeah, they're a decent team. They beat Cliftonville last year quite comfortably as well. So I think if they beat Cliftonville, they'll probably beat Larne. Over 2 legs. Maybe they don't beat them tonight, but I think they'll... Yeah, I think they'll probably just about go through. Auda. Gibbs White. Nah. I called it earlier on this live. Nice. Shut up. Is there a chance that Penybont will score? I don't think so, no. I don't think so, sadly. Doesn't look like it anyway. McCarran, Cliftonville, I think will win 2 at home versus St Joseph's. Didn't they play last night, St Joseph's and Cliftonville? Isn't that the second leg still to come? Sure they played last night. Mick UTB up the Bolton. Up the Blues. Up the Belgium. I don't know, who is it? The Borough? Could be the Borough. Yeah, maybe the Borough. Could be the Blackburn. I don't know. Up the Well, it'd be the Rovers, wouldn't it? Up the... It's a very, very unique acronym, isn't it? I mean, a UTB. JK! How's it going, Jake? Good to see you, mate. Spurs front line is looking terrifying. Yeah. Spurs, I think, could make top 6. And to be honest, I called that before these signings, so I'm not making any changes there. I do think they'd have been significantly improved under Thomas Frank anyway. But yeah, if they get Kudus, Gibbs White, that's Kudus and Gibbs White is a very, very good start. UTV is the one I see most with Villa. They say it a lot. Yeah, and so is UTFT as well. There's UTV up the Villa and UTFT up the Toffees. Goalkeeper, we are going for Wisser now. No, apparently Forest. It's Spurs. Spurs for Wisser doesn't look like it's happening, but Forest are back in for Wisser, as per David Ornstein just a few moments ago. So it's looking like Forest are going to get him. And they went in for him not that long ago. So yeah, I would imagine Forest end up getting Wisser. It's Luke. Do you think Sunderland have a chance of staying up? Some good, interesting signings. Yes, yeah, for me, Sunderland are probably more likely to stay up than any of the other 2 promoted sides. I think they're doing the best in the transfer market. Put it that way. Jake, all good, matey. Spurs meeting the release clause for Gibbs White for 60 million. Why did Toon go for Elanga? I mean, to be honest, mate, Gibbs White is a different player, isn't he? He's a completely different player. I think you could have probably got both. You could do with both. Oh, it's a red. It's a red. Oh, red card for Penybont. It's honestly, that's really, really poor. He did leave a foot in, and I think he's took his armband off here. Is it the captain? I don't think it is the captain. I think it's Jones. Is it Jones or Davis? Oh, it's Jones. No, it's not. It's Davis. Sorry, it's not Jones. It's Davis. Mal Davis or Mal Davis. Mal Davis. Mal. But it's a red. It's a red card either way, whichever way you want to dress it up. Second yellow for Davis. Definite red. There's no... It probably would have been a red on its own, that, I think. That might have been a red on its own. It's a shame. But Penybont now down to 10 into the last 30 minutes here. Goalkeeper Bergvall apparently calling Gyökeres to try and catch his eye to join Spurs. Mate, that's not... I would advise him against that, to be honest. Gyökeres is not a good signing. Okay, well... 3-0. Penybont down to 10. Where do we go from here? Could this get much worse? I would expect so. Maybe 5 or 6 now. Finish the tie off. That's certainly what you'd be thinking if you were the manager of Kauno Zalgiris here. You'd be thinking to yourself, right lads, come on. Let's get this game wrapped up. 4-0, 5-0 here. Let's get it done, and then we can finish the game off in the second leg. They don't even have to... Could probably send a kids team for the second leg. We don't even have to turn up in Wales, because if we've got a 4-0 victory here, tie's effectively done. PFC Tom, can I join? I'm sorry, mate. I can't. I'm live across other places, so yeah, I can't. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, X, Twitch. And so I can't have you just on TikTok because everyone else will be like, what's going on? I can't even hear him or see him or anything. So, yeah, sorry, man. It's another foul here and possibly another red card. Christ, it's going off. It's going off here. It's going to be a check. There's, it's getting a little bit feisty here now, you know. A little bit feisty. Whoa! I don't think the ref wants to be that card happy, but he's not going to put another yellow card out, is he? He's not going to pull another yellow card out. It was number 21 this time. It was Baker, Ashley Baker, who came charging in and shoved the Kauno Zalgiris player to the floor. There'd been a little bit of a scrap. Kirkhoff, the player who got the own goal, the goal that started it all off for Penybont. Ref's just having a talking to him. And to be honest, that's what you want to see from referees is, lads, listen, he's doing that now. He's saying to him, lads, just concentrate. Just calm it down. You've got 20 minutes left. We all want to be at the first. We all want to be there for the second leg. You know, there doesn't need to be any more. Owen is coming on here now for... who is it? Two changes here for Penybont. Yeah, Wood's gone off. Oh, sorry, Wood has come on. Pritchard has gone off. And Owen has come on for Jacob Jones. Jacob Jones, of course, already booked. So I think it's probably a sign there that the manager's looking at it and going, actually, there's probably a good chance here that... oh, they're in! Oh! What's he give? Is it a corner? He's give a corner to Penybont here. Jesus. Tell you what. Little lofted ball forward. Just a nothing ball into the box. The keeper came flying out, got nothing on it. Very, very nearly. Penybont getting an equaliser. Well, not an equaliser, but a salvage goal. Something to try and take back to Wales for the second leg. David, who's playing, we're watching Kauno Zalgiris against Penybont in the UEFA Conference League. Onyeki, you're right about Spurs. They might get Europe next season. Gibbs White and Kudus, they're cooking. Mind you, Madison and Kulusevski will be back by mid-season at the latest. Mid-season? How long are they out for? I don't think they've been out that long, are they? Kulusevski and Madison will be fine. Sunderland have announced the signing of a Dingra from Brighton. It's all confirmed. It's really smart play by Zalgiris down the left-hand side. It's just good to have, like I say, good to have really competitive club football in Europe. This is what it's about. Not watching that FIFA Club World Cup nonsense. Forced pre-season guff. It's absolutely crap. It's much better to have two teams like this who are at least fully going for it. You know, when it really matters. Zalgiris are in down the left-hand side here. Could be maybe 4. No, he's got the corner. Got the corner. I hate Ratcliffe. On you, same here, mate. But what do you really expect? This club's always disappointing. Have you seen the news today about Manchester United and Wilfred Ndidi? That was pleasant for me as a Liverpool fan to see Manchester United. This is from Ben Jacobs, by the way. Direct sort of quote. He said, Manchester United are not actively pursuing a deal for Wilfred Ndidi, although they have not ruled it out. The reason he is not being actively chased is due to his wages, which are seen as big. So they want Wilfred Ndidi, but they're not going to get Wilfred Ndidi because they think he's a little bit too pricey in terms of his base salary. This is a guy who plays in the Championship for Leicester. Ben Jacobs continues. Manchester United are instead targeting Brentford midfielder Frank Onyeka. However, it's not seen that he will be easy to attract, given that Brentford have just sold Christian Norgard in that midfield. Onyeka is also attracting interest from Burnley. And it just made me think, how far have United fallen? How far have they fallen? That not only do they want a player who is struggling in the Championship, to be honest, for Leicester, they want that player, but they can't get him for wages. So they're going after a different player who hasn't really pulled up any trees at Brentford and is wanted by another newly promoted side. It is absolutely madness. It's not something I ever expected Manchester United to be doing. To be talking about Ndidi and Onyeka and Calvert-Lewin and you know, arguing over a couple of quid for Brian and Burmo. If that was Alex Ferguson and David Gill, they'd have just gone, is he the right player? He is the right player? Great, let's pay it. Let's pay it. And to be honest, sadly, United can't afford to do that anymore. Because they've done that for so long, and it's been the wrong player. Zalgiris, shot from distance, miles over the bar. Miles over the bar. I still can't believe we've just had Spud Bros in here talking to us. How good's that? Spud Bros knows who Premier League Dad is. Hey! We've just gone up a notch. We're now at notch 1. We're now at notch 1 in the fame levels. But I've been noticed at the barbershop. I went to the barbershop. Someone knew who I was and said, Premier League Dad. That was me. That made my life, that. But yeah, Spud Bros literally coming in and saying, yo, what's up? What's going on? And actually sat there having a chat. Bloke's got 5 million followers. He's just sponsored Preston. Preston North End. He'll be on ITV1 prime time this weekend. Knows who I am. It's not a big deal. I'm not, you know. Did they follow? I don't know if they followed. I'll have to see when I end the live. I'll let you know on the next live. I'll let you know if they followed. If they haven't, I'll be a little bit gutted. But at least they know who I am. Anye, I get we're broke, but the standards at this club is ridiculous. I can see a relegation scrap coming. I don't think it'll be relegation for United, but I think you'll improve. You just won't be where you need to be. Like, I think there's an element of Manchester United signing the likes of Cunha and Mbeumo, and you need to get Champions League football to to get that rewarded. And if you don't get Champions League football, I think it's going to be incredibly difficult to sustain the wages that you've already gone big on. So it's going to be tough. Jake Line, let's go. 3.5 over. I would expect one more goal in this. It is hard to play with 10 against 10 men. But Zalgiris are having chances, so yeah, I do think there's a very good chance that that they get another goal. Ben, I should have mentioned my current pursuits. Preston, one off my little list. Onye, Spurs have signed 2 good players in 24 hours, and we've taken 36 days to try and sign Mbeumo. Yeah, you've still not even got him yet. That's the mad thing, isn't it? It's mad. It's crazy. Matis Amugu to Strasbourg. That's not a bad signing at all, yeah. He knows his players. Liam Rosenior. I was intrigued to see where maybe Akliush would go. Yeah, I was really intrigued to see what had happened with Akliush this summer. Ben, I'd say it's been longer than 36 days. It's dragged on a while, hasn't it? It's definitely dragged on a while. Hang on a minute, hasn't Amugu just signed for Chelsea in February? Like, officially? Surely it's just a loan to Strasbourg. Ben, Man United, honestly, most embarrassing club in English football. That's harsh. It's very, very harsh. BM, Karen, Obi McCarron, all flying in now. The transfers just need some Villa ones. Well, you will, now you've sold your women's team. Now you've sold your women's team to yourself, I'm sure. Permanent deal. Strasbourg have signed Amugu on a permanent deal. That is mad. Let's have a look. I don't doubt you, but I'm curious if that is indeed the case. Signed by Chelsea for 15 million quid. He'll now sign a contract with Strasbourg for 5 years. That's money laundering, that. That is 100% money laundering. It is. There's just no other way around it. That's all it is. Rubes, how's it going, Rubes, brother? What's that? Is that even legal? Well, Ben, transfers take them forever. Every reject of theirs does well anywhere else. A. Coley, who are United looking at? Well, and Burmo, apparently they're looking at Ndidi. They're looking at Ndidi. They're looking at Frank Onyeka of Brentford. So it's not particularly great. It's not fantastic. If you're watching, by the way, and you haven't yet, just while we've got a quick break in play, if you haven't yet, give us a like and a follow on YouTube. Please do. Give us a like. It takes 2 seconds. And also, give us a follow and a subscribe. We're live every single day on this channel, watching games of football like this from around the world. We do watch-alongs every day. So it'd be good if you do give us a like, if you do give us a follow, or if you could give us a share. Maybe share it across your socials. You know, spread the word. Help us out. We're one big family. Memberships are also live now, by the way. I'm going to be doing some. I'm going to be doing some memberships, which are members only streams coming up as well. So we've got members only streams coming up, and yeah, lots of other exciting stuff coming up just for members. B. McCarron, hear me out. The thing with Fabrizio is he reposts the same thing 3 times. That's 3 posts in the last hour about Gibbs White. I understand it is his job though. Yeah, and do you know what, mate? If you got paid, because he'll have sponsored posts, won't he? Right. So he'll get paid per views on his posts, and if every post you made... Oh, that's poor from Zalgiris. Penybont are in. What a tackle. What a tackle at the back. I tell you what, the referees claim it. There might be a red card here. If they, oh, it's getting feisty now. It's getting feisty. Penybont got clean through there. Clean through on goal. Zalgiris, last man tackle. And, to be honest, he won it. He won the tackle. It looked like he won it anyway. There's going to be a check here. Let's see. It was a horrendous back pass. It's a great tackle. That's an absolutely fantastic tackle. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. It was Daly who ran clean through on goal, and he should have finished it. Should have finished it. Zalgiris are in. This could be 3, 4. No, cleared away. Cleared away. Oh, God. Yeah, you understand it's his job. Mate, I don't think it's his job. I think he makes... Like, imagine a world where every time you posted something, you got, like, 10 grand. How much would you post it? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's probably what it boils down to for him. He'll get money for every post. He's not... I don't think he works... He works for himself, I'm sure, Romano. So, he'll just be posting to maximise his revenue off everyone. Rubes, today is the first anniversary of the semi-final of the Euros. It's the last football match I've watched all the way through. Is that the one, the Ollie Watkins one, where he smashed it in at the end against Netherlands? SLS, what are you watching, sir? I am watching Kauno Zalgiris of the Lithuanian League. They finished third in the Lithuanian Championship last year. They are facing Penybont, who finished second in the Welsh Premier. That is in the UEFA Europa Conference League, or the UEFA Conference League first round qualifying match. It's the first leg, and it's live on S4C. It's 3-0 to Kauno Zalgiris. There's about 10 minutes or so left, and we're live later tonight as well for Larn against Auda. Larn of the Irish League against Auda of the Latvian League. So again, we've got another Europa Conference League game live tonight. So 2 watch-alongs tonight. Rubes, yeah, I woke my dad up out of his sleep. Onye, are Villa still under FFP now that they sold their women's team to themselves? No, I think they're in it now. I think they're sorted. They're clean. Rubes, he stopped breathing 30 minutes after it finished. He stopped breathing 30 minutes after it finished. DMD, name a player for an edit. Timuri Ketsbayer. Penybont get the ball away. And yet again, we've not really had enough in the way of clear chances in the second half or clear chances for Penybont in the entire game. They had that real sort of howitzer screamer from about 30 yards out in the opening 10-15 minutes, wasn't it? And it smashed off the post. 30 yards out, absolute screamer. And then since then, they've just kind of sat back and taken it. Zalgiris have had the best of it. They've absolutely smashed it. Rubes, yeah, hence why I don't watch football that much. Was that like a thing that you and your dad did? As in, like, is that maybe why it's... I mean, I don't know. That's maybe too deep of a question, but I understand why that. Now I know. I can understand why that might be upsetting for you, mate. Yeah, absolutely. That's awful. Onyé, where do you think Vlahovic should go if Juve terminate his contract? Honestly, I don't know. To be honest, I don't think Vlahovic is... he just needs to focus on getting fit, doesn't he? Very good player. Very, very good player. If he's fit. If he's fit. I would be surprised that maybe no European teams take a punt on him. Like an Everton. Everton would have been perfect for him. Someone like that. Give him a chance. Give him a platform. Because if they get the Vlahovic that they had at Fiorentina, you've got one of the best centre forwards in Europe. He's better than Gyökeres. If he's fit and firing. If he's not fit, obviously he's useless. No good. No good to anyone. Right, we're into the last 5 minutes here now. Oh, excuse me. Rubes, he got England to the final, just had to leave then. Sad, mate. I'm sorry to hear that. B. McCarran, could you see a Zepiqueno Redmond breakout season for us? No. No, I don't think so. I think Villa are far too good a side to be starting him or even playing him that often. We watched him a little bit in the under-19s. Now, he didn't play too much in the under-21s. It was the under-19s we watched him in. And he was, he was a tidy player, but not someone who'll be Premier League ready this season. I think he's one that probably comes in and plays, bits here and there. July the 10th anniversary. Sorry, mate. I'm really sorry to hear that, Rubes. Really am. Are you doing anything nice or anything particularly special today to, I guess, commemorate it, or anything to, I don't know, make yourself feel better? Rubes, is that Nathan Redmond? No, it's nothing. No relation to Nathan Redmond. No, he's Dutch. Zepiqueno Redmond. Onyé, he's only 25. Needs to lock in. Maybe if he reduces his wages to a Leeds or a Wolves. Leeds would be a great shout. Yeah, Leeds would be a fantastic shout. Very good shout actually. Another change here for Zalgiris. Again, they're just kind of slowing the play down. Urega, who just got the assist for the third, he's going off. And Valdas Paulaskas is... Oh, Christ, there's a kick-off here. Urega does not want to come off the pitch. He's fuming. Having a major kick-off, but Paulaskas is coming on. All the same, I tell you what, I have got a really bad sore throat. Rubes, no, just hanging out with my cute friend Kee. Well, your cute friend Kee is not in a particularly good way, for what it's worth. I'm probably not going to be a whole lot of fun. B. McCarran and Marco Asensio is away to Fenerbahce. I'm fairly sure to... Asensio to Fenerbahce again, that seems like a waste. I thought he was alright at Villa when he first went. But a lot of players go into the Turkish league, it must be said. He's not the first, he won't be the last. But yeah, Fenerbahce close to an agreement with PSG for Asensio. I would love Liverpool to try and get Goncalo Ramos out of PSG. I think he is so criminally underrated. Goncalo Ramos, proper player. There's a player in there, and he's still only young. 20? Is he 24 now? 23 or 24? Still only young. Baby. Ben, time are you back on tonight? I am back on at about 7:30, mate. Yeah, it's is it a 7:45 kickoff or an 8 o'clock kickoff? Let me have a look. LAN against Auda. 8 o'clock, so I'll be back on at 7:30, but maybe 7:45, about an hour. 7:45. I'll be back on in an hour. Give myself an hour to just rest my voice and see how I feel. because it's, yeah. I will be back on. I'm not skipping it, but I'm just not particularly great tonight. I'm not producing my best stuff tonight. Oh. Right, free kick to Penybont. Chance for them to pump the ball into the box. We're over the 90 minutes now. Referee's going to come out and give his added on time. How many minutes are we going to get at the end of this game? I would wager maybe a good 6, maybe even 4. 4? You've got players down currently. How can it be 4? You've literally got a player down on the pitch right now, right this second, being treated. How can it be 4 minutes? It's been like 8 subs. And there's been a red card. And there's been 2 goals. There's no way. Just 4 minutes is abhorrent. I would have thought Penybont could have gone a bit longer there to try and kill this off. But it is only going to be 4 minutes. They've still not got this player up off the pitch yet. These physios are having a shocker. Come on, lads. Give him the magic sponge. Give him the magic sponge and get on off the pitch. Okay. Penybont knocking it long into the box. Comes out to the edge of the area. Must have a shot. No, it goes back out to the kick taker, who now floats it back in again. Chance here. Again, out to the edge of the box. It's just all scrappy stuff here. Good tackle. Very, very good tackle to stop the counter-attack. Well, no, it's not a good tackle. He's got a yellow card for it. Got a yellow card for it. Tolga, how's it going, Tolga? Good to see you. Good to see you. What score for Lan against Auda, Tolga? Right, are they actually going to get away with it though? Yeah, of course they are. This referee's shocking. This referee's had a bad game, I've got to say. He's handled it alright. In terms of, I guess, having words with the players to settle disputes and stuff like that. But I think he's given a lot of soft fouls. He's broke the play up far too much, I think. Corner whipped in. Okay, we're very, very nearly past the 4 minutes of added on time here now. Has he blown? He has blown. There you go. There you go. It's all done. Sadly, Kauno 3, Penybont 0. I was kind of hoping for Penybont to get something out of this one, or at least keep it close for the second leg. But I've got to be honest, I can't see anything other than Kauno Zalgiris going through now. It's going to be a very difficult second leg in Wales for Penybont to try and turn this around. It's going to be difficult. But yeah, not a bad watch at all, that one. B. McCarran, I agree. Let me just see. Right, well, listen. I'm going to be back at 7:45 PM. It's an 8 PM kickoff. LAN against Alder in the Conference League. I'll be back for that one at 7:45 PM, 15 minutes beforehand. If you're joining me, hopefully you are, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe, all the good stuff. Make sure you've subscribed up on TikTok, and I'll see you back here in about 45-50 minutes for LAN against Alder. Take it easy. Have a nice night.